Helmets stink. And now that I've got your attention, stick around for the rest of the story. Today's segment is brought to you by the letter H, as well as Troxel Helmets, B&W Trailer Hitches, and Scratch and All. Many thanks to everyone that helps keep Trailmeister possible. Hi, I'm Robert, and this is Ruger, and we are trail riding and camping at home. During most years, we trail ride and camp all over the U.S., from front country glamping to backcountry wilderness adventures. During the rest of the year, I lead trail riding and horse camping clinics across the U.S. and internationally, where I share my knowledge of trail riding and horse camping to help you escape the arena and enjoy the great outdoors. Before we get too much further, please hit those like, subscribe, and share buttons. Ruger would really appreciate it. Hello. I wear a helmet when I ride, but for a long time I didn't, and quite frankly, I really hated this thing. At the time, the only reason that I wore a riding helmet was because as a PATH-registered riding instructor, I had a hard time making my riders wear helmets if I wasn't willing to do so as well. I wore one to be a good leader, not because I liked it. That changed in 2017 when I decided to test the theory of gravity while riding in Oregon. Note to self, gravity does indeed work in the Three Sisters Wilderness. Now, I'm not the helmet police, and I don't want to be. In fact, I don't understand why helmets are such a polarizing issue. We should band together and fight to keep horse trails open, rather than bicker about brain buckets. That being said, since reevaluating my relationship with my riding helmets, I tend to listen a lot more to the excuses people give when they say they don't wear helmets. I have zero vested interest in whether or not you wear or don't wear a helmet. Wear one or not, it's up to you. I just haven't yet heard a valid argument for not wearing one. Cowboys didn't wear helmets. Yeah, I'll agree. I'll also argue that had a cowboy had a helmet, they would have worn it. Cowboys dressed for protection already. That's why we have chaps, tapaderos, heavy boots, all that good Western stuff. It's just that helmets weren't invented until well after the golden day of cowboys. Another excuse that I hear pretty frequently is, I'm an experienced rider. Okay, what's your point? There was a study done in Canada that found that injured riders, injured being hospitalized, had nearly 30 years of experience on average. So it would seem that new riders are perhaps a little bit safer because they're more cautious. So experienced riders have wrecks too. I also hear that helmets are hot and uncomfortable. That was my big issue before gravity happened, but I will say this. Designs and materials are constantly improving, and my new helmet is much more comfortable than my old one. I just wish it hadn't taken thousands and thousands of dollars of hospital bills to find out that new helmets are a lot more comfortable than old ones. I'll get helmet head. Yeah, you might, although I really have no frame of reference for that. Is your vanity worth more than brain damage? And one of the biggest pushbacks that I get of all, it's my head and I'll do as I please. Well, yeah, it is. It's a free country. But what about your family? What hardship will they incur if you get hurt badly? One of the biggest reasons why I wear this is so I'm not a burden to my family. Before you decide that wearing a helmet isn't for you, that you think it through. Think about dropping a watermelon from a few feet in the air and see what happens to that. That's kind of what's going to happen to your noggin. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next segment when we visit the letter I. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, stay home.